Nice. Okay, let's start streaming now. Yep, okay, stream has started. So hopefully that should now go to the right one. Okay, yep, that's gone to the right stream. Okay then. Let's also then turn down the music a bit. Though the music is only on my side. Okay, there we go. Cool. I have no clue what to really label the stream. So I'm just working on the sort of RoE V2 idea that we have. So basically just recreating the product we had like 4 years ago now. Uh, so yeah, that's basically it. Oh, I forgot to close Spotify. That's fine. Cool. Okay then. So currently what I'm planning on working on is just going to be a very simple inventory checker. So there are multiple ideas of how we could do this. But for now, I think I'm gonna go with the simplest one. Just because it's the simplest to write, and then if people want to go further, then well, we can implement that at a later date. So this spot here, we're just gonna make a frame. So do frame. I really need to finish my extension that I'm working on to make this stuff a lot nicer too. So I think I'm just going to actually center it. Oh, I did not mean to make a new file. Oops. And then our size, let's go screen width times by 0.5. And then screen height times half. For now, we can always just tweak with that later. Oh, we have a new hello person who's joined. Let me actually make it so I can see. Ah, it's XP. Hi. Oh, what's my sub count at the moment? Is it 69 or something? Is that what the sub count is? As I know, yeah, okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, because I know it's been going up a little bit recently, which has been nice, because it felt as if it was really stagnant for about 3 years or so. Though also I know my content that I release is one, very regular, and two, very niche. Okay, and then I need to scroll as well, don't I? Yep. Is it scroll panel like that? It is. Oh God, I am so rusty. God, it's probably what like 2 in the morning for you or something. No, that looks wrong. I think it's a capital P. Okay, let's dock with a fill. Oh, midnight. Okay, you're 2 hours behind where I think you are. Okay, cool. So we've now got the scroll panel there. We dock it. We then I want to loop over, and I think it's item ID and then item info. Let's go with. That's not great. Naming, but I'll go with that. Okay, so we now have the data behind. So we now have the panel. Okay, see you, XP. Oh, I also want to make pop up. God, I'm misspelling lots of things today. Make pop up. Set draggable. Force. Okay, I am potentially concerned with the draw on top that's on the thing here, but we can see. So for now, let's just dock the panel to the top and see how that goes. Just create a temporary inventory checker dot menu. Oh God. Okay. How am I going to network this? Because there is a potential for the data to be quite big. So are we going to actually compress it? I think we might compress. Uh, you are not going to show me the arguments. Oh, wonderful. Let's save the thing maybe. We have a max size value. How does this work? Is there an example here? Because I don't actually compress a lot of stuff. Oh, they do that. Okay, they just literally get the length of it and then just write it and then read it. Okay. And 16 should work just due to the size that can actually be sent over in that message. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so data is equal to net dot read data. Oh no, the length needs to be. I mean, could you just use the length that's networked here? I think you could. If I remember correctly, I think I could just do that. Because there's nothing else being involved. Oh wait, no, maybe you need container ID. Uh, yeah, let's network length anyway, even if it might be unnecessary. Just for in case it is necessary, is equal to decompress is equal to data, and then util.json to table. Item data. Menu item data. No, not item. Sometimes just the autocomplete in these files are just absolutely awful. Like, why would I want the global variable when there's a local one sitting right here? Is this just not? Oh, because there's no space. Okay. That just seems so ridiculous. Like, what? Okay. Now I do need to actually fix. Oh god, I need to go all the way down there. Now I need to actually make this a file. So this doesn't store item ID. It should, because there's no item ID on there. So let's get rid of the count then. It does mean we can't loop over it, but that's fine. Because we don't want to worry too much about that. Okay. I mean, I don't even need to make this a weapon for now. It might get a bit annoyed there's no weapon there, I'm not sure. But I'm just going to do a concrement add. Scan myself or something. Function play. Okay, let's add the network string. Okay, then inventory check over menu. Okay, so I actually need to compress it ahead of time, don't I? So local item info, item data, to scan, char, player, get char. Yeah, it's gonna take an inventory. It doesn't need anything else. Local compressed info is equal to util dot compress util dot table to JSON item data dot write data. Okay, that should in theory work. And I'm not actually on the server yet. Okay, that's fine. Yep, and thankfully that's a local IP. Cool. Okay then, let's see how this goes. So as it is right now, we are just currently sending every item that's in someone's inventory. That eventually will limit it down to contraband only. So scan myself. 32 bad argument. Number expected got no value. Oh, there. I didn't set parent. That would do it. Yeah, so panel set parent scroll. Okay, cool. I think I can just retry. I don't think there should be any issue there. Yeah, there we go. So it now fits inside. We probably should set some dock padding. Left. I like some 5 on the bottom, none on the left, to be honest, and maybe some on the... No, I think that should be fine. Oh, dock margin I want. I always get those ones mixed up. There we go. So now we have a bit of gap between them. That's nice. Cool. I mean, there should be a background actually painted onto it. Though not sure quite how to design that. So... but okay, cool. So I don't actually have any contraband on... I mean, we don't have a item of contraband yet, do we? You know, we only have those 4 items. Okay. So I mean, for contraband to become a thing, I do need to actually overhaul the inventory system a little bit. It's done in containers, but not items. Hmm. Okay. I thought that did that, but it appears it doesn't. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sorry about the pause there. I'm just trying to think right now. Because we've got a problem with the fact that what I'm trying to implement doesn't currently happen at all. We don't appear to have any merging of tables, from what I can see, and that will cause a problem for what I'm trying to make at the moment. Um, I kind of thought it did. So now that the fact that I'm saying it doesn't is slightly weird. Uh, I mean, you can see here we've got like a crate base, so we can go here and do like a base dot properties, for example, is equal to table dot merge. Merge the second table with the constant of the first one. The destination table will be modified. So I will actually want inherit. Yeah, inherit. That's fine. Okay. And then our target table will be not sure I want the base class pointer to be set. I am my brain is just failing to think at the moment. No, I think I want overrides. Actually, no, I think I do want merge. And then base dot proper, and I'll just make a properties equal properties or an empty table, and then I merge the new base dot properties with other base dot properties or an empty table if they don't exist. They really should, but if they don't exist, then That's fine. And then the same thing should happen here as well. That the item properties should get merged with the base properties. Now, I will need to see how this works. But in theory, this should mean that you can build up a list of properties on the item that describe the item. So you could go with small red force crystal, for example, refined crystal as maybe an extension on that. And what this allows us to do is that in crafting recipes, we can state types of items instead of just item names or item types. So if we have the same crystal recipe, for example, we don't need to make it over and over again. We can just have one recipe. It might be a bit harder to do with some. So, I mean, crystal would need to have a transmute function on it. Or translate, basically to take the vase from one item onto another. Because a refined crystal will have its color on it as well. And so that color needs to be moved over as well. So, yeah, that is the idea with this. Now I just need to see whether that works. Where are some bases that I have? There should be some in here, shouldn't there? Where are they stored? Not here. Yeah, so this bases off containers. And that's just an extra container because it then gives the container to the weapon. Okay. So what we do is type.properties is equal to container. Dest a null value. Okay, I'll look at that later. And then we also do that here. But we go with weapon, for example. And then this one would also have weapon. And then this would also have weapon upgradable as another tag on it. Anyway, let's fix that script error we're having there in create items 21. Oh, I know, what would that be? It wasn't here. There. 21, yeah, because we don't make a properties table. Yeah. And that's going to be causing the error for us. Okay, there we go. And then script errors, cool. And now let's make a new file. There we go, let's go there. So that's not going to have been mounted. So let's do it. Let's run a refresh to mount that file. And now let's just wait for the game to reload. Okay. Just realised my fan's been running in the background. Let me turn that off because that might have been affecting the audio. Okay, so now let's run a low run. One. I think if I print table, this is going to be huge, isn't it? So let's just print one dot properties. Get invent. Oh, because I didn't get the character. Oops. Nothing. What is one? Okay, let's try two. There we go. We have container and weapon upgradable, but we don't have weapon. Okay, because it merged. Because the table.merge merged on. Ooh. Okay. Uh. Okay, that's annoying. How can I get around that? So, I mean, if item types. I get. I mean, is it the end of the world if there's duplicates values in there? They're probably. It's not nice. But it's also annoying that we can't just make a simple set. So yeah, so the merge is causing problems because it's taking the other values. Um, I mean, the only way I can really think is you loop over the new properties and see if it doesn't already exist, and that's just expensive. Um, the other option is we get this as keys instead, or we push it into a dictionary, then keep checking, then we loop out and get the keys of it in the item. Uh, which doesn't seem particularly nice. Okay. Uh, I mean, I remember there being a really nice. Just sneezed. There used to be really nice. Um, what is? That's just complaint because it can see a function that's in there. Okay. Um, I'm just going to do table.add for now. And if we end up with duplicates, I will... I don't think it will matter. Container and weapon upgradable, still. I mean, it could just be the method's already been set, so it's not updating. So let's try refresh. Let's see if that helps. Okay, there we go. Yep, game's loaded up. There we go. Yeah, so now we have weapon, weapon upgradable, and container. Cool. So now, what we can do is we can say we can go back to the item, the inventory tracker, which basically I've better compressed it. Yeah, here, and then we can go with that if item has property contraband. I don't remember the word. Let's just go illegal for now. Illegal. That doesn't look right. Is it 1L? No double L. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. So if illegal, then continue, and so if not illegal, then we continue over. We can press. Okay, so now we need to make a delabel here. So let's just use demo large for now. This autocomplete is just failing right now. Okay. I can't spell that. There you go, that's why. Okay, let's refresh again. Okay then, so now, and so what we've got to do, where's the code here, is we set the parent, but we didn't actually set the doc type. So Nothing legal. Doc top. Uh, he's just not finding the variable at all. What is because I haven't saved? I want to set content alignment to 5 and then nothing. It's just not. That is. Size to contents. And that should now. Nothing legal has been found. I mean, it's terrible because the background is, well, not coming through. So let's set it up to do that then, to just have a background color. Still, etc. Okay. So nothing legal has been found. Cool. I mean, I do actually wonder whether I should do a doc fill instead. How does that look? Doesn't work because it's wrapped in a scroll panel, isn't it? Yeah, I mean that works fine. So there we go. So we've got a basic thing. I mean the UI needs to be worked on, but that's someone else. That's not me. I'm not working on the UI for this, or cleaning it up, should I say? Then because these are clickable, or they should be able to. Let's actually see if they're clickable. Panel dot do click is equal to function. Yeah, nothing. Oh wait, no, because nothing. Let's comment out the code then. Can I click? No. These do not accept key inputs. Okay. That can be changed. Simply enough. Yeah, so we make a D-frame. So we can actually, one of the options we have is we could pass in a type, and then default, which could work. Because all the functions down here don't work too well. And then we just need to wrap the stuff that's specific to a D-frame in a D-frame thing. Or we can recreate clicking on a D-frame. Because there is clicking on D-frames. Because that's how you drag them. So awesome, we have the source. And it actually leads to the right function for once. Nice. So I mean, we can see on mouse press and see if this function fires. Because it could just be as simple as we listen in on that one instead of the do click. I think it's self and mouse code, what to say. Okay, yeah, so this works, but it's also got the issue that it's got the drawer on top, which is causing problems. So let's take the panel. Let's just disable the draw on top panel. Set draw on top false. Yep. So I should also panel set cursor. I don't know which one I want. I think hand. Yes, hand. Okay, there we go. So now if I scan myself when I doesn't set the cursor. The think. Okay. Why do we still have the think function? Can I set it equal to null, or I think I'll just keep it to it there for now, just to empty out the think. Yeah, there we go. So then we have two options. Either it will instantly take out the contraband, or the other option is then we can have options for it. Because obviously you've got certain types of contraband that people have, they will have a reason for having it on them. I wonder if it's been weird because of the children on this or something. If I click there, does that still fire? Or do I need to? Yeah, this always goes, no matter where I click. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I guess need to have some form of contraband created of something. Or create a system to allow the pulling of items that have contraband over. Uh, hmm. I'm just trying to think how to do that. I mean, I guess I could call a move item on the container itself, right? Uh, is it move or is it the other one? If item equals itself, oh no, it's the other one, it's add. That should maybe be called from inside the add function. But in this situation, we don't. No, we can get old container because old container hasn't been set yet. So, yeah. I'm trying to remember what onslaught move there is. Is it weapons? Okay, it's weapons. And then it gets the owners and unequips and strips and stuff. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I think. Okay. Uh, Hmm. I mean, it should be inside. It definitely should be. But the fact it's not is slightly concerning. Oh, this code should be written differently. That's quite a pyramid. Uh, okay. Um, let's just wrap it all in a not statement. Okay, that reduces the pyramid a bit. I mean, I could go with further, that if it doesn't equal false, then return, but we do actually want a Boolean check here. Um, as if it's nil, we don't care. If this function is returned false, it means that we can't actually equip the weapon, and that we should strip it and ungive it. No ammo. I do like the idea of the no ammo actual in there. That should be set to true. The weapons shouldn't be able to give you more ammo. Is that how this one works? Yeah, I have 200. If I unequip, re-equip, and now 250. Yeah, so it does keep giving me ammo. So this needs to be updated to work better. Okay, well that's been changed now, so that will fix that problem. Do we have that problem actually down here as well? Because we technically have two sets of code. Yes. So fix that up. On there as well. Okay. That works much better now. Okay, cool. So I think because it is contraband, it doesn't matter. Like we can just call container add item. Or we might need to do can add first. So the item can move. If not, can move. Yeah, that's fine. Is item allowed? Yeah, item's not allowed. Items, the thing should never be restricted based off that, so that shouldn't be a problem. Uh, yep, can add item. So we build up a position map of where things are. Uh, this is basically saying that if we don't care for this exact position, there should be some more comments in this code. This code is quite complex with stuff. So Yes, he doesn't even have this exact param listed in the doc function. Okay. And even this is allowed doesn't take the position. It should. Actually, yeah, pos and exact. Let's add the 2 extra argument, and let's also add the exact here as well. And then this also needs this hook needs to be documented. Okay. And yeah, position is optional, which maybe is why it wasn't included. So you do need to check to see if it exists. Because if it doesn't, then, well, you can just ignore it. Return, because it just means a computer. Generally, if a can add, it's being called. It means that there's going to be a lot of add, isn't there? That's annoying. All it just means is that people can. Where is the function I'm looking for? It's probably down below here, isn't it? Yeah, there you go, add item. Okay, and it does call can beneath it. Okay. Cool. That's fine. Yeah, so we'll just add the item, and then we will probably just refresh, I guess.